Hello, you guys. Good afternoon. Thank you for letting in your day, in your life, in your attention. We're here for the next Minor Arcana card, which is the Five of Wands. I'm good. I'm going to excuse myself for a bit, just so I can check the sound, just a bit. Let me check if this is clear. Let me check if this is clear. Okay, got it. Great. So, always the warnings, right? I always do them. So, first, I won't be presenting in a full screen because when I try to do that, for some reason, YouTube won't maintain my screen and it goes black. So in order to avoid that, I'm going to show you the slide as in when during construction. Also, I know that the methodology of tarot teaching actually goes through more general aspects of many concepts like the value of each number, the numerology beneath it, what else? The relations to the next card. So usually people teach the meaning of each number and the meaning of each suit. And with both informations, you sum what is the question lying before you with the cards that are on the table. Now, the thing is, even though the methodology traditionally is like this, we are actually here trying to create a shortcut for people who just want to see the meaning of each card, okay? So this is the first moment in which we're just giving the basics because maybe sometimes you had a tarot throw for you, and I'm going to use the word tarot because that would be the same terminology in my language because I don't know for real the expression. Anyway, when you have a card thrown for you on a set, and sometimes they call your attention like a lot, and it seems to you that you're not grasping the whole meaning of it. Well, come in here and maybe we will have you to reflect more about it, okay? So, the idea of this classes will be to go through each card one by one, the 56, 14 for each suit, right? So, and we have already finished the major arcana cards, which is also available here in the channel. And if you want to download material for both, you can by becoming a member of a membership of loveandmoonboutique.com, okay, who offers this content for us. Also, I would like to thank my personal guru, and he's also my godfather, Bernard Castillo, because he has been going with me through each one of these cards so we can reflect together. He was my tarot teacher for a really long time, so I feel even safer by doing this along with him. So thank you, Bernard, so much. You know how much I care for you and love you, right? And now let's go to the cards. Let me open my file just a bit. And sometimes when I get like too inspired, sometimes I use ChatGPT to get some extra info to share. And it also happens sometimes that I forget a word and I like to leave here close to me a translator so I can't remember what I'm looking for. So I'm going to share with you guys my screen just a bit. Sorry, guys. bit because I'm having problems in here with the screen that won't go away from my computer, and it's okay. Okay, now let's go. Where am I? What am I looking for? None of one's now. 6, 5. Okay, now let's go through the technical meaning of it, and for that I will be reading it so we can go through the whole thing together, and I don't want to forget anything. So yeah, but then you have been doing the sequence where you explain the sequence of the numbers. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to explain the sequence of the numbers first. So in the ones, you have the invitation of the type of energy inviting you on a journey with it. So in the case of ones, it's a call to adventure. It's a call to follow your instincts. It's a call to action, and really connected to your very strong and inner wills, because what happens is that when we're talking about the element of fires, which rules the suit of winds, we're also talking about your inner flame of life. And that also contains your paths to all sorts of happiness and prosperity, okay? So when we're talking about the number one, we're talking about the adventure presenting itself. When we have the number two, the card number two, they are usually informing that the world is getting ready for your call to adventure. In the third part, the person has already stepped into the journey, but it's only observing the first facts on it. On the fourth, the person is already living it, and she can already experiment what is going on throughout the journey. Now, on the fifth is where the person starts to be, how can I call it? When the person starts to be like kind of evaluated by the path, as in the meaning of life starts presenting to that person a lot of challenge so she can grow and evolve in that journey. But usually people grow under conflicts. So five of wands is expressing a little bit of conflict, okay? Now let me do the technical reading part of it. The mystical meaning, oops, no, this one first. Okay, yes. The imagery. The five of wands has five young men wielding wands engaging in a chaotic struggle. No one appears to be winning, and the scene represents conflict, competition, and discord. Now, both philosophical and psychological meaning. The Five of Wands suggests inner conflict, competition, and the struggle for dominance. Philosophically, it reflects the tension that arises when egos clash or when we face internal battles. Sorry, that was psychological. Philosophically, this card asks us to consider how we handle differences and challenges. Are we fighting for something meaningful, or is it just a distraction from our true goals? Now, the mystical meaning of this card, okay? Mystically speaking, this card signifies the spiritual challenges and the tests that come before significant growth, too. It represents the chaos that precedes order and urges you to stay grounded amid discord. Spiritually, it's a reminder that conflicts are part of the learning process, helping you to sharpen your soul's purpose. Okay? Now let's enhance the cards so we can discuss the imagery of it. Let me make it brighter too. Okay. I'm gonna enhance my own screen light too. It's going to be more luminous, but I'm gonna need it. So look at this. We have a scene in which everyone seems to be standing with an opinion. In this case, not so much of an opinion because we're not talking of spades, we're talking of lens. So everyone has this point of view, and each person is trying to fight for his own point of view. But look at their faces. While they are in this state of what seems to be a struggle between them and some sort of competition, because that seems almost clear to me in the image, sometimes it looks to me like if they were looking like to nothing, like if they were a little bit kind of reckless, which sounds to me like if they were fighting over nothing, okay? So this card is like a call to, hey, are you spending your energy on what will really help you to grow? Or are you just competing over pride? Okay, so it's talking about remembering you to not lose an energy. So this card is really important to pay attention when you have it on the table, okay? Now let me see how it's in here. What else? Yes, dominance. This card is also talking about dominance because when we have people fighting over ego, we don't really have someone trying to reach somewhere. We don't have anyone trying to go to any direction. They're not being objective. They're not aiming for a goal together. They are actually trying to show that they're above others. So this card is also trying to recall you to look at yourself and see, hey, if you are spending your energy in one of those pride struggles and pride battles, are you sure there's nothing better to do? And I mean, do you really need to be above others to feel good about yourself? Wouldn't it be enough for you to just realize who you are and authorize other people to be who they are in order to, yes, be free minded, be with peace of mind? Or you would rather, just feel superior and with that create a lot of chaos around you and, well, a lot of things that come with it, right? So people feeling disrespect and everything and trying also to show their value to you because they see that you cannot see. So in this position, I would say to you, hey, have you ever reconsidered in being humble? And by being humble, I'm not saying to you like, how do we call that in Brazil? False modesty. We call it false modesty. People who have qualities and they don't like to talk about it because they will be like, oh, I'm not all of that. No, honey, you are. You did all of this. You learned all of that. You accomplished all of this. You are. Accept and go with it. Because false modesty is not so welcome. It makes you get out of humbleness. So remember, try to remember with yourself, are you being like too proud? Are you like overstepping maybe because of anxiety or maybe because you want to feel super valued? And if that's the case, doesn't that kind of mean that you are undervaluing yourself and that could be the reason to reach and need others people's validations? So I wanted to give you guys this reflection. This was the meaning of the Five of Wands. Again, sponsored by loveandmoonboutique.com and created by me. Also, you can find me on my Facebook page, which is Bueno Astral, as in Spanish and everything together. I haven't been so established on other channels. And well, that's where you can find me, okay? Also, if you have like big life concerns and if you may need some sort of spiritual therapy, I would totally recommend my therapist, Guru Therapist, and his work can really transform a life as it did to mine, okay? So thank you all the spirituality that has been opening this channel for so much growth to come to us. Thank you, Love and Moon Boutique, for this space and time to create this opportunity to reach so many people in such a central language. And thank you for every single person that has been in here. If you have been liking the contents, remember to give us your likes, share with your friends who may like it as well, and subscribe yourself to the channel. Okay? Thank you so much. Again, if you want to download it, you have to become a membership from loveandmoonboutique.com. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and I see you again tomorrow with the Six of Wands. Okay, thank you. Bye.